Hey everyone, it's Max here again with the new video. I actually have two more that I haven't posted, so that's gonna be a third one. So, let's get into it. It's a bit chilly today, 61 degrees, 62 degrees. Good for riding. My ears are a bit cool, a bit chilly, but it's okay. I got my windbreaker on, representing. It's all good. Lots of people cycling. So, what I wanted to talk about today is how to improve your mood. So, like generally speaking, what we want to happen is, like as I wake up, I generally like my mood to be like stable, stable, a bit like anxious with a purpose, right? A bit in anticipation of something, right? Generally I want to be in a good mood, right? Just like everyone else. And to achieve that, this is what I do and what works for me, right? So I go to bed on time, early, as I feel tired, right? So for example, generally speaking, 10:30 p.m. in the evening, I'm usually in bed, right? 10:30. On an odd night, I'd go to bed at 11, right? Depending if I'm doing something or spending time with my family, and yeah. So that's tip number one. And you want to do that because as you get into this habit of going to bed early, generally speaking, your hormones will even out, right? Because you will have trained your brain really to shut down at certain times and start working again in the morning, 6 a.m. That's when I wake up. And that's what, like 8 hours of sleep, 6 plus 8 hours of sleep, which works for me. I mean, I don't have a very active lifestyle, even though I'm cycling, right? My lifestyle is pretty sedentary. I spend most of the day just sitting at home in front of my computer, working or, educating myself. So that's what I do. The second thing I do to have a good mood, to be in a good mood, right, is to drink enough water, right? So when I drink enough water, I don't feel cranky. I don't feel like my body is like stuck, like there's something, like I want something, but like what is it if I'm not hydrated? And a good tip for staying hydrated is drink before you're thirsty, right? For example, every 2 to 3 hours, your pee should be clear. It shouldn't be yellow, it shouldn't be green or any other color. It should be clear. That's a B. That's a B. The B wants to be in my camera, in my shot. Yeah. As you can see, lots of people cycling, lots of people giving me high fives, it's all good. So yeah, water. Water is good also to flush out toxins. So if you're drinking caffeine in the morning and you're so caffeine is a stimulant, which I don't recommend, because caffeine will have like it spikes up your adrenal production, and it's only for a short time, and then the crash happens, right? Because any stimulant, your body gets like stimulated, right? And then the inevitable crash happens because it's not a natural state for your hormones to be in, right? So yeah, especially if you have anxiety and you're anxious, you're too anxious. Being a bit anxious, like in anticipation of something, it's a good thing, right? But if you're constantly anxious, like, oh my God, what will people think? What is this person gonna do? Like, why is this happening? Well, like, what? Kind of like all these like, what if, like constant, right? That's anxiety, and that you probably don't want to be in that state. And then again, I'm saying it because you might not even realize that that caffeine is a problem for your anxiety, right? So yeah, if you wanna get rid of anxiety, get rid of caffeine. Simple. So especially if you're drinking caffeine, I drink plenty of water, right? If you do choose to drink caffeine, and that will help flush out all the toxins in your body, right? And again, flushing out all the toxins is going to help you, right? To be in a better mood, to be in a stable mood. Like I can't imagine like living or spending time with someone whose mood is just like all over the place. Like it's crashing, it's like spiking, like and there are a lot of people like that, especially in people who are like losing weight, and that's gonna lead me into my final point about food, right? To be in a stable mood, you need to have good food, or you need to eat food, right? If you want stable mood, eat food. Stable mood, you're eating food. Boom, 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 right? If you're not eating enough, as I like always say, if you're not eating enough, your hormone production will just crash, right? And you don't want this like glycogen crash, because brain works on glycogen, right? Or every cell stores glycogen from to use as energy, right? And when your hormones crash and you're not eating enough, your energy just tanks, man, just like completely annihilates itself. So yeah, just eat enough, and eat enough carbohydrates, because that's where your muscle glycogen will come from carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, like in the morning, maybe have some juice, some fruit cereal with vegan milk, of course. Maybe for lunch have like a bagel with some salad, nothing heavy, especially if you're doing exercise. I recommend not to eat fats, or eat, especially before dinner, not to have any fat at all, so you can work out and feel your best and have enough energy. And definitely eat enough carbohydrates, probably 3 to 4 hours before you work out, right? So if you're working out in the morning the next day, so have a heavy meal, big heavy meal of carbohydrates the night before, right? So you're gonna get enough muscle glycogen to store up overnight, and have an amazing productive workout in the morning. And by having enough food, right, it will stabilize your hormone production, right? Because you won't be hungry, right? Like so imagine like I'm riding my bike and there is like a cliff and I'm like just gonna crash. But if I'm eating enough, there's not gonna be any cliffs, right? Or like an abyss or something, right? So my mood is just gonna be stable. And people like hanging out around other people who have stable good mood. And yeah, that's gonna like attract more people to want to be around you, want to be with you, and things like that. And of course, my last tip, and this is more of a mental state, is to have a gratitude towards being alive, having sunshine on your face, having a chance to ride your bike, having people in your life who are close to you, who love you, right? Just appreciation of everything that's been provided to you by just being thankful and grateful. Just having this positive mindset of attitude of gratitude will go a long way. And that's all I have. So yeah, get enough rest, get enough sleep, drink plenty of water, eat plenty of food, carbohydrates. Do not undereat under any circumstances if you want to have stable, good mood. And the fourth one is attitude of gratitude, just being grateful. That's all I got. People are coming up, they're loud. Take care, have a good day. And if you want to sign up for coaching, getmikeslean.com. Peace out.